I hope everybody is doing great. Thomas, thank you so much. That was incredible. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And I know you're on the phone 24/7, and we're giving you the exclamation mark behind seriously. So you've been doing a fantastic job. I know you've been on the phone for literally all night, all day with so many people having so much excitement. And I got to tell you, it's real. All the excitement that's taking place right now in this company is genuine, it's real, and people feel what's about to happen. There's so much that was has been going on, and after Sunday's conference call, which hopefully all of you got a chance to hear, I said we're going to have this webinar on Wednesday. We normally have a webinar every Wednesday, and it's done by our VP of Sales in North America, Kalen Hall. And he usually goes over different things that we're doing in the company. Now, we said, let's take today and let's talk a little bit about the plan moving forward with the new compensation plan. Now, the new compensation plan, I got to tell you, we made some incredible enhancements. And for those of you that listened on the call, and those of you that were at the Orlando event, and for those of you that have read the new PDF that's online about the new comp plan, you'll realize it's incredibly simple, it's incredibly rewarding, and it really helps the 98% and the 2% become successful at the highest level. So we're extremely excited about that. And another thing we're extremely excited about, and we're not going to get into that on today's webinar. We have a webinar taking place tomorrow night with other associates of ours, and they're going to be sharing the back office and the new system that you're logging into, hopefully by now, and all the things that are going to be taking place. And one thing that I want everybody to understand is, we are so excited about this new back office, and hopefully all of you can begin to see the foundation that is being laid for us to be able to build on over the course of the next 4 weeks. Because remember, this still is beta. We are still in beta, and we need all of your help to make sure that this is truly the greatest back office, the greatest compensation, the greatest company in the world. And over time, you will say, I am so glad I made the decision to be part of this company. There's nothing better in the world. And especially if there's anybody new on this call, congratulations as well. So, what we want to do is we want to get started here. And I want to walk you through the steps of how to share with somebody the beginning of the opportunity. Number one, how to get started and the ways that we recommend getting started. And number two, the ways to build your business and the ways to teach people how they can achieve financial freedom, achieve quick income in their first 4 weeks and get things that they normally couldn't get from their 9 to 5 job, such as a car, such as iPads, such as recognition, such as extra money. I mean, we know for a fact that if you made over $500 or $1,000 a month in most American households, that will literally change their life. And if we could show somebody in their first 4 weeks how they can actually make over $2,000, get a brand new car payment, get an iPad, and so many other things, that is truly incredible. So let's get started here. Now, when we talk about Zrii, we have different ways to get started, and we like to call them good, better, best. And one of the things we recommend is with our executive Z pack that somebody getting started chooses to do so with that. And that's just one of the ways that we recommend. We have three ways. Somebody that decides to get started with our $99 distributor kit pack, and of course, once they select that, they will be able to purchase other products. Well, they can go ahead and do that, but they're not going to be able to capitalize on so many rewards that come with our executive Z pack, and of course with our premier executive Z pack, which we're not going to get into right now, but we will later on in the presentation. Now, with the executive Z pack, the first thing I want you guys to pay attention to is what comes in the kit. And this is basically taking from the new enrollment that hopefully most of you are actually looking at right now or have looked at in the last few days. And like I said, you're going to be seeing so many enhancements taking place literally every hour, every day, every week until this thing is absolutely perfect. But right now, when you go to sign someone up through your back office, this is what they'll see. They'll put in their information, they'll simply select their kit, and we recommend the $499 kit because you get a lot of product and you get different income opportunities available. You also get 4 weeks free of your back office. You get 2 tickets to a regional convention. You now become eligible for our newly enhanced Mercedes-Benz program, which is $600 a month to start at 4-star, and we're going to go through how to get that, and it goes all the way up to $1,200. You also now become eligible for the star bonuses as well as for the star maker bonuses, and there's so many other things, but let's go through that right now, and you only get that if you come in with the Premier Executive Z-Pack or above. So the first thing, once you get started with our executive Z pack, and here's the good news for all of the people that were part of the company prior to our relaunch, you have all been grandfathered in for all those goodies that I talked about as if you purchased the Executive Z Pack. So, congratulations to all of you for making that decision when you did. Now, when you get started, so let's assume someone was getting started today with their brand new Executive Z Pack. The first thing we want them to do is we want them to help and teach two people to do the exact same thing. As you can see from the examples, we have Gary and we have Mary, and they've both purchased their Executive Z Pack for $4.99. Now, the one thing I want to make clear to everybody on this call is these packs carry a dollar for dollar QV, which is qualifying volume, as well as dollar for dollar CV, which is commissionable volume. And for those of you that understand what those terms mean, that is absolutely huge. That means that they are going to help you qualify through the ranks, and we're going to walk you through that example. And that also means that they're going to pay you for what was spent. And that is also really beginning to be unheard of in the industry as everybody's starting to have less commissionable volume on their packs. So when they do this and they get started each for $4.99 with an Executive Z Pack, a few things are going to happen. Number one is, as you can see from the bottom, it's where it says your rank, the person has now become a 1 star. So they've gone from becoming an independent executive, to now teaching two people to do the exact same thing. And as you can see from my mouse, they've now become a 1 star. And with that, we have a 20% fast start bonus on every single new sign up that comes in the business. So for instance, you would earn 20% on Gary and 20% on Mary. So $100 on Gary, $100 on Mary, for a total of 20% fast start bonus of $200. Now, here's the great part. We also have what is called a star bonus. Now, remember, the only way to get qualified for this was to be part of the company prior to our relaunch, which was just this past Sunday, or to get started with at least an Executive Z Pack, and this opens this income opportunity for you. So when somebody goes out and sponsors two people to do the same thing that they did or better, which was in this case the $500, they are going to earn a $50 star bonus. Now, the great thing about both of these bonuses is they're unlimited. Every time you sponsor someone, you earn 20% of their first order. Every time you bring in two people at an Executive Z Pack or greater, you earn $50. This is unlimited. You can get this as much as you want. And these are just the bonuses we're talking about right now. So from this example, you would have earned $250. Now, the next thing we want you to do is we want you to help Gary and Mary do the exact same thing. Now, by doing that, a few things are now going to take place. Well, number one is, as you can see from where my mouse is, you've moved up in rank. You've gone from being a 1 star to a 2 star. And on top of that, we knew that once you signed up Gary and Mary, you became a star. Well, the moment you helped Gary and Mary also become a star, well, now you've become a star maker. And for doing that, we're going to give you $100. Now, here's the great part about the Star Maker bonus. Every time you help two people do the same thing by buying an Executive Z Pack or greater, you're going to earn the Star Maker bonus. So much like the Fast Start bonus, much like the Star bonus, this is unlimited. You can earn this as much as you want, as many times as you want. There is no limit on how many stars and star makers you can create in your organization. So as you can see, by doing this, you've gone up to 2 star. You have a grand total so far of $350 in commissions. Well, what's the next thing we want you to do? Well, of course, we want you to do the same exact thing. Duplicate the simple process. Teach two people, have them do the same thing, have them do the same thing. And by doing this, as you can see, you now move up the rank and become a 3 star. And on top of that, well, the moment you become a 3 star, you earn a brand new iPad. But you only get this iPad, you only get the Star Maker bonus, and you only get the Star bonus as if you come in for an Executive Z Pack or greater. That is incredible. And that's a great incentive for everybody who's thinking about joining the company in order to make that step of coming in with at least an Executive Z Pack. You become a 3 star, and now you get a brand new iPad after just a few, hopefully, few short weeks. Now, the next thing, of course, what we want you to do is we want you, again, to do the same exact thing, having a total of 24 people in your organization. And the moment you do this, what's going to happen is, well, you're going to become a 4 star. And if you did it in your first 4 weeks, guess what? We're going to give you an extra $1,000 bonus. So by becoming a 4 star in your first 4 weeks, we're going to give you an extra $1,000 bonus on top of all the other bonuses. Well, you're going to get the iPad. You're going to get a brand new Mercedes payment of $600 a month. You see, when we came out with the new compensation plan, we said we want to take what was good and we want to make it great. And one of the things we did is we literally doubled the car bonus that was 300, and we said, you know what? We want people to be able to go out and get a brand new Mercedes. We want it to be at 4 star. We want to be able to do it with a minimum of 24 people following a very simple duplicatable system, and we want to give them $600 so then now they truly have a real car payment and can truly get a luxury car. But with the car bonus, and I'm going to go through this a little bit more, is the car bonus doesn't stop there. As you can see, I stopped at 4 star currently. There's 5 star, 6 star, 7 star, 8 star, 9 star. You can earn all the way up to $1,200 in a car bonus by continuing the simple process. And how do you do that? Well, it's easy. 4 weeks to 4 star, iPad, and a car. Now, the one thing that I do want to talk about is we haven't mentioned team commissions yet. All we've mentioned really is the 20% fast start, the star bonus, the star maker bonus, the iPad bonus, the Ben's Club bonus, the 4 weeks to 4 star bonus. And these are just all bonuses that somebody can take advantage of from coming in at the right way and doing the simple process in their first 4 weeks. The one thing I want everybody to understand, and I believe most of you probably understand this on the call, is you also begin to make team commissions on all of this volume in addition. And those team commissions are what is building your residual income because we want people to follow the process. We want people over the course of the next 12 months to keep doing this process and be able to have the system work for them and create that true walk-away residual income. Work smarter, not harder. And that is what we want every single person to do. Now, when you do that, you would have earned another $375 from that volume in team commissions. And the great thing about the team commissions is they're paid every week. These are paid every single week for all the new commissionable volume that comes in your organization on top of all the other bonuses. So this is absolutely incredible. And as you can see, over $2,600, you've become a 4 star in your 4 weeks. You got an iPad, you have the ability to get a Mercedes, and there's really so much more. Now, somebody may say to me, well, AK, well, you did talk about the Premier Executive Z Pack, and that was $995. Well, what happens when somebody comes in for that? Well, it's very simple. We talked about, hey, you get 20% fast start off of every single person you enroll, and it's unlimited. You can enroll 1 million people, we're still going to pay you 20%. Well, if you came in for the $995 Premier Executive Z Pack, we're going to double it. You've paid literally double, so we're going to double what you can earn. We're going to give you 40% off of every single new enrollment that you bring in. And we know people in their first 4 weeks tend to bring in the most new people. So by getting started the right way, we're now going to give you 40% instead of 20%. So let's actually use that as the example and walk through that a little bit quicker here. Well, this is the fast track. People say, well, you can get started the good way or you can get started the fast track way. Well, the fast track way is, listen, when you duplicate and have 2 people do the same exact thing you did, well, now you're not going to become a 1 star. You're actually going to become a 2 star. And in the previous example, you became a 1 star. You're not going to earn $200 in fast start bonus. Now you're going to earn $800 in fast start bonus. And you're still on top of that, we're going to give you the star bonus because remember, anytime it's 2 people at an executive Z Pack or greater, you're going to earn the star bonus. So that's a total of $850 and a 2 star for simply enrolling 2 people. Now, well, let's keep going through the process to see what happens. Well, the moment you become a star maker and help Gary and Mary do the same exact thing. Well, now you're a 3 star. You're over $1,300. You've gotten your iPad bonus. You've gotten your star maker bonus. And it's incredible. And you've done it with 6 people in your organization. Now, let's take it one step further. We have a total of now 12 people in our organization, and we're a 4 star, where before it was actually 24 people in the previous example. And now we're over $3,000 in commissions. We're getting an iPad. We're getting now, of course, at the 4 star, the Ben's Club bonus of $600. We've, of course, achieved 4 weeks to 4 star, and we're getting the $1,000 bonus. And we've done it in literally half the time by getting started the right way and teaching people to do exactly the same thing. Because here's one of the facts is people will do what you did. If you get started with $1,000 pack, other people are going to get started with $1,000 pack. If you get started with a $500 pack, the first thing they'll say to you is, what did you do? And if you say a $500 pack, they're going to say, well, why are you trying to get me to do the $1,000 pack? So we want people to follow exactly what you do, because that is the way to teach the system. Now, if we actually built it out and put in the 24 people that we had in the previous example, well, we wouldn't be a 4-star, we would be a 5-star. And we would have earned another $750 in team commissions for a total of $3,600 for doing the same thing we did in the previous example, just getting started the right way and teaching people to get started the right way, which is the fast way. So I wanted to walk you through that because I think it's very important for people to understand how to teach the business of how to become a 4-star in 4 weeks. Now, here's the great news is we're going to have a lot of videos, trainings, and so many things happening in the back office probably daily. So over the course of the next few days, over the course of the next few weeks, you're going to see a video popping up here, you're going to see a presentation popping up there, you're going to see so many things taking place, and I'm so excited because I can actually see everything that's being worked on and all the things that are about to be launched inside of your new back office. So it's very, very exciting. So I hope this was very helpful. But really quickly, I want to touch on a few other points while we have a few minutes here. I know people are probably at their job or they're probably in the middle of the day at their lunch. So we're not going to go over 30 minutes. So we're going to be very respectful of everybody's time. But I want to make sure that everybody understands the power of a few other enhancements that we've made because they truly are incredible. Now, one of the things we have is Zrii for free. Now, several companies say, hey, if you get 3 people, yours is free, or if you get 4 people, yours is free. And they make it so difficult to get your free products. What we wanted to do was we wanted to make it extremely simple, and we wanted to teach people that it was rewarding to get customers. So what the Zrii for Free program is when you go out and you sponsor 3 customers, because you don't have to simply sponsor people on Executive Z Packs and Premier Executive Z Packs, even though that's great. We want you to also have a lot of customers because some people just want to take the products and they love the products, and that's okay. But what we want to do is we want to reward you an extra incentive for helping get more customers. So if you had 3 people, as in the example shown, get $100 in product, $150 in product, and $200 in product. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take the average of the top 3 customers that have purchased product in the last 4 weeks, and we're going to give you the average in what we call loyalty reward dollars. Now, in this example, it would be 150 because we have Joe at 100, Lisa at 150, and Lena at 200. So the average is 150. So you would have $150 go into your loyalty reward dollar account in your back office. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this incredibly simple to redeem. Because one of the things is some companies have figured out, okay, we'll give you some type of loyalty reward dollar, but we'll make it very difficult for you to be able to use it. What we said was we want to take those loyalty reward dollars and we want people to be able to use them so simple. And what we've set up in place is where somebody's going to be able to have automatically have their loyalty reward dollars applied to their easy order every 4 weeks. So when your easy order rolls, it's going to look and see if you have any loyalty reward dollars, and it's going to simply deduct the loyalty reward dollars that you have. For example, if I have an easy order set of $200 and I have 3 customers and their average purchase is $150, it's going to deduct $150 from my $200 easy order, and all I would have to pay is $50. And here's the great part is on that $50 that I pay, all those commissions get paid upline. So we've taken everything and we've literally revolutionized the Zrii for Free program and are doing it literally like no one else that I've seen to truly create a disappearing auto ship. So somebody might ask, well, AK, what if I go out and I get 10 customers? Well, that's great. We're simply going to take out of your 10 customers the top 3 orders, not the bottom 3, not the average of all of them, the top 3, and we're going to give you the average of that. So if one was 500, one was 300, and one was 400, and the rest were under 200, we're going to take those top 3 of 500, 400, and 300, and we're going to give you $400 in loyalty reward dollars. So it truly pays to go out and get customers. And by the way, those customers purchase all of that volume also rolls up line. So on top of that, you're getting paid commission on all of the volume that the customers purchase. So that truly is incredible, and it truly is revolutionary in the industry. Now, I want to really quickly walk you through some of the other changes and some of the other enhancements that we made that, I mean, it really is mind blowing to think about how much income someone can generate from this new comp plan. Well, a lot of us know how the matching bonus works, and we understand what a generation is, and we understand. Let's go back here real quick. But for somebody brand new, I want everybody to understand that with Zrii, we used to pay check match on 5 stars and above. What we've done is we said, you know what? We're going to pay on 4 stars and above. And in Zrii, we used to pay on 5 generations. We said, you know what? We're not only going to make it easier, but we're going to pay deeper, and we're going to make it 7 generations. So we took what was good, we've made it great. But just so we're clear, I want everybody to understand what exactly does a generation mean? Because a generation starts at the first 4 stars. So let's look at the example. Everyone in gray would be your first generation. Now, because we hit a 4 star on the left-hand side here, that means everybody below the 3, 2, 2, 1, where my mouse is going, those are all your second generation. And it goes until the next 4 star, and then it begins your third generation. So generations are not levels. Generations are far more powerful than levels. And I just wanted everybody to make sure they understood that. Now, one of the things I did also want to share with you is, well, when I become a 4 star, in that example, by the way, that I walked everyone through, when you become a 4 star, you also start making 20% check match. I didn't even talk about that. That would increase the overall payout on the Executive Z Pack and the Premier Executive Z Pack. So that's another thing that takes place. And we reward people for moving through the ranks, because once you go to 5 star, you collect through another generation. Once you go to 6 star, you collect through another generation, and so on, all the way up to Ruby for 7 generations of check match. It truly is incredible. And just to think that you can get 20% on your first generation of all of their check match, and that's on top of what they make. That's not out of what they make. So you're making 20% on top of what they make. That is truly incredible. So I wanted everybody to be aware of this change because it really is powerful. And I don't know of many companies or any companies in the industry that are paying such a powerful check match. And I have a few examples here. So for instance, first generation, second generation, third generation. Well, you can see we're making 20% on our first generation, 10% on our second generation, 3% on our third generation. And in this example, we're a 6 star. So we would actually make $993 in check match on top of everything else that we've already made. So, you know, at our first generation, it says $4,380 would have been paid to people on our first generation. So we're going to simply take that number, multiply it by 20%, and we're going to give you that money on top of what they already made. And so on with the second generation, third generation, and so on. And in the next example, well, we go down to 7 generations. And as you can see, it can really get wild. I mean, over $5,000 in check match. And if you look at this 20%, 10%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, and this example is not really a true indicator of how powerful this is, because I want everyone to understand, and you probably do, you're going to have way more people on your 7th generation than you do on your first generation. You're going to have way more people on your 6th generation than you're going to have on your 5th generation, and so on and so on and so on. So you are going to be able to make so much money with the check match on top of everything else. And this is really powerful. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about that is brand new for Zrii, and this is absolutely incredible. And this is at 6 star, you begin to receive it. And this is the My Zrii Pro bonus. And the My Zrii Pro bonus, that back office that all of you have and are beginning to enjoy right now, hopefully, and there's going to be so many things every single day, as we talked about, they're going to be updated and enhanced over the next 4 weeks. It's going to be unbelievable. Well, all of you are currently receiving it for free as our way of saying thank you. And as this is a beta group, we really want you guys to be able to experience what the future is. And hopefully all of you are experiencing that. Well, with the My Zrii Pro bonus, that back office is free for any new person that joins. But on an ongoing basis, every 4 weeks, it's $29.95. But what we said was, we want this tool to not only help everybody create an unbelievable income, we want to also help reward them from the purchases on it as well. So what we've done is we've actually started a My Zrii Pro bonus at 6 star all the way through 10 star. And okay, that's all the way through 10 star. And it's going to start at $2, $4, $6, $8, and $10, all the way up to 10 star. And what's going to end up happening is if you're a 6 star and you had 1,000 people in your organization that are all on system, because we know everybody's going to be on system because this is an incredible tool that's going to help all of them build their business. Well, you would earn well, in this example, you would be an 8 star. So you would earn $6 from all of the people in your organization that are subscribing to the Zrii Pro bonus, which would be an additional $6,000 that you would earn simply from the system. But it starts when you're at 6 star. So if you're at 6 star and you have 1,000 people in your organization that are subscribing to Zrii Pro, you would earn $2 off of all of those people in your organization. And if you were a 10 star in the organization, well, you would earn $10 off of all of those people in the organization. And it operates similar to a check match where you would be able to have up to the next 6 stars. So if you're a 10 star and a 6 star is in your organization, well, you would collect the spread. They would collect the $2 from everyone below, and you would collect the difference, which is the $8. So we truly are compressing the $10 to make sure it gets paid out totally with no breakage to the company. And that is incredibly powerful, and no one is doing that. Another thing that we have that I want to touch on really quickly is our achievement bonuses. It starts at 7 star and it goes all the way up to triple ruby, where we'll hand you a check for $1,000,000. And at 7 star, you get 5,000. At 8 star, you get 15. And the graph you're looking at is pretty much explaining that. And that's also in your back office. So that should be pretty simple to explain. And the last thing I do want to talk about is our global leadership pool. We said we really want to reward every single executive in this company. And we want to take 2% of all the profits that the company makes, and we want to be able to share that with the people. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to have it in a way that truly rewarded people the right way. And what we put together here is a way to reward people where as they start to bring 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars, 9 stars, and 10 stars, we want to reward them with more points and be able to get them to make more money in the global leadership pool. And how the global leadership pool is, we take 2% of all the money that the company has generated worldwide. And I say worldwide because we're in a lot of countries right now. Our plan is to be in every country around the world. We're going to take 2% of all of that money that's generated, and we're going to share it with our executives. And we're going to share it every month. You're not going to have to wait a year to get one big check. We're going to give it to you every month. As we bring in money every month, we're going to share it with you every month. And 8 stars and 9 stars share 1% of the pool. I'm sorry, 8 stars, 9 stars, and 10 stars share 1% of the pool. And if you're a 5 star, you get 1 point out of the pool. If you're a 6 star, you get 2 points, and so on. And if you develop 5 stars, 6 stars, or 7 stars, you get those points accordingly. If you're a 10 star, not only do you share in the first 1%, but you also actually share in the next 1%. So the second 1% is paid for 10 stars and above. So if you're a 10 star, you can actually share in the entire 2%, and we're rewarding people the right way for helping break ranks in their organization. And again, once you get to this position as an 8 star, and some of you may already be there, this will make a lot of sense and you'll understand this is a lot of money. So in closing, I really, really want to thank all of you. This has been an incredible 30 minutes, and I hope all of you have found some value in this. This, of course, is being recorded. We're going to have this edited, and we will have it on the site as soon as we can, which hopefully immediately. And all of you will be able to go back, refer to this, or even share it with somebody else. So I got to tell you, I'm so excited. This has been one of the most incredible journeys of my life in 15 years in business in the network marketing arena. I believe we're going to be the greatest company in the world. We're going to make history, and we're going to do it together. So thank all of you. We love you. We care about you, and the best is yet to come. So thank you again.